Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Mike check 33.
Fournette, a first down carry. And oh, he coughed it up.
Holding offense. We can't have that. Let's go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check back 33, check back 2.
They'll look to throw. There's Evans again, complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hey, check back, 6.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Watch left. He's stopping there.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Locke. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Lock now on first down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Draymond Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Locke's throw taken in by Slayton.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now Locke. And that's complete to Cooks.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Block now to throw.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Locke.
This will be complete to Mechie. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Hey, no, look, hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh?
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Locke.
And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line.
Locke going to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Locke working out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. It's caught left side by Cooks. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Bucs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
2nd down, back to Fournette.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
We got 4. We got 4.
And they will take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
33. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear.
Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 56. Here we go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
56 Mike. 56.
On first down, it's Watson. Completes this one to Pickens. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Here's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Watson now to throw.
Complete to Austin here over the middle.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Flush to his right.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Watson.
Pickens on the slant. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Running with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll try the air now with Watson. The quick slant caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Extra point now by Boswell. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Tennessee offense set to go again. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Dobbins trying the left side.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Tannehill. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Titans are going to win the football game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Titans,
they get back to 500 at 8-8 with 1 game remaining.
so that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Check number 6, check number 6.
To throw, Mayfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed,
Yeah,
aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are looking for the sweep here in MetLife.
Now Jackson on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's a give up the middle. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Kayvon Thibodeau able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go to Barkley again. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing, Mayfield. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
First down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield to throw it. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Put that team on the bus. Choose the mic.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And he's gonna be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing now is Jackson. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 72 yards on the ground for him so far. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
Here's Jackson on the move to his left. And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got him on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 now. 4
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Real quick. Safety's creeping.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for Philadelphia, they get an all-important 10th win to move them to 10-6 with 1 week to go. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.
today. From Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Green Bay Packers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Green Bay Packers. Herbert. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Herbert. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for the Packers, they get the critical victory to move them to 9-7 now. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA.
today.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina.
Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Minnesota, they moved to 9-7 on the year with one game remaining.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.
Today.
From the 39, Wilson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. The Jets on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Wilson. He'll drop this underneath to Carter. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. Their tackle is almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing is Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards to gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are
They're in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
On third down, Wilson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So out now come the Jets. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at the 34. And that's to Mims, who makes a nice catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Three yards remain for 2nd down.
Now Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
Let's go, defense.
Edwards is in. Touchdown, Jets. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Zerline now for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And one thing we do know, they will be a part of the playoffs come January. They have clinched the AFC West.
And that feels good for them, but they feel like their work is far from done because as it stands right now, they won't have the first round bye. But a lot of teams will tell you, that's okay with us. We just want to get to the playoffs and wreak havoc from that point on.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
He's coming. Check him.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick.
That'll give him 8 that time. 3rd and 7 now. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Jets will take over. New York ready to go again offensively. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their own 16. Here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Wilson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson
on a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his 1st career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
On the slant, completes to Sutton.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. All right. 34's a Mike. He's coming. Check him. Check him. You don't want it.
Here's Pollard again. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Now Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. And they'll indeed take a knee.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Denver, they improved their mark to 12-4 with one game to go. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew,
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll start with the option. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. He's going to keep this again. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on third down? Back to throw here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ed Oliver racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Check 41. Ricky.
Here's Allen to throw it. Spectacular catch there by Knox. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 2nd down and 7.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the 1st by a few yards. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed. And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a 1st after a gain of about 9.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 2nd and 4.
58, the mic. Come on. Watch that.
He'll drop to throw. Quick slant finding Claypool. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Allen and the Bills now. Down 21-17. A minute 40 remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 41.
Allen. And that's complete to Davis. And he'll be out of bounds across. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is. Allen, that's taken in by Knox. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Allen. Able to complete it to Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
What's up, man?
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. Steps away to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, Might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it's Jarvis Landry who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now it's the Dolphins' turn, trailing by a field goal. A little under 30 seconds remaining. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. And 58.
He'll look to throw.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they will take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Bills,
they improve to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.
today. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. On second down, it's Walker, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? On third down, he'll drop to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Good work, D. That's how we ball, fellas. Keep playing hard.
Check Mike 21.
Blue down, blue down.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
On play action, they'll throw. Out to his left. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series.
Here we go. Sack. Cowboy 80. Check 43. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
No.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Here we go, D. It's just.
A give for Walker running right. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
43 is a Mike. 43 is a Mike.
He'll look to throw.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touch. So the victory here for Seattle. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Seahawks, they get a rare victory. They're
today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood,
So no shortage of offense in this game. A very clean game, too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like
Tonight, from the Superdome in New Orleans, it's a special New Year's Day at...
From the 31, Brady firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And the Colts are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Here's Brady to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Hunter Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. That time, a 9-play drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll run here with Taylor. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Brady going to throw. Touchdown! Hunter Henry, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead.
We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a two-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Point after, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, two-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He gets this into the hands of Taylor.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Saints are right back in this football game. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Okay, right?
Mike 14.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Cut.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Quiddy Pay able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The offense on third down tonight, well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 8.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Indianapolis,
they solidify their spot in the playoffs as they run their mark to 12-4 on the year.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.